To get started, set the parking brake, place blocks behind the rear wheels, lift the front of the vehicle using a floor jack, and place jack stands under the axle for safety. Next, remove the plastic clips that hold the front lower plastic air dam and remove it from the vehicle. Take note that there are two clips that fasten the rear section of the air dam, and they are located in the areas shown with the arrows. Next, loosen the radiator cap. Place a clean drain pan under the radiator and loosen the drain plug located at the bottom of the radiator to drain the engine coolant. Once the coolant stops draining, close and tighten the drain valve. Next, detach the plastic engine cover by pulling up on it with your hands and remove it from the engine. Next, detach the rubber hose from the air intake tube, remove the two bolts that fasten the air intake tube using a 10mm socket and a ratchet. Next, loosen the hose clamps that fasten the air intake hoses with a flat screwdriver, disconnect the electrical connector from the air intake temperature sensor, and remove the air intake tube assembly all the way. Next, slide the drain pan under the thermostat housing. Compress the hose clamp shown with the arrow using a pair of pliers, slide the clamp away from the thermostat housing, and disconnect the radiator hose. Next, remove the two bolts that fasten the thermostat housing using a 10mm socket, an extension, and a ratchet, and proceed to remove the thermostat housing from the engine. Next, remove the old seal from the engine and clean the surface before installing the new thermostat. Make sure that the rubber seal is properly seated in the new thermostat housing, and proceed to install the new thermostat, making sure that all the bolts are tightened properly. Proceed to install the remaining items in the reverse order, and fill the coolant system with the correct type of coolant described in your owner's manual. Next, install the radiator cap, but only turn it to the first notch. Do not tighten it all the way yet. Next, start the engine and keep an eye on the temperature gauge. Once the engine temperature reaches halfway, turn the engine off. Allow it to cool down and add more coolant. Repeat this process a few times till all the air is out of the cooling system. Once all the air has been bled and the radiator is full of coolant, tighten the radiator cap all the way. Next, verify that the coolant level in the coolant recovery tank is between the max and minimum marks. Add more coolant if needed. Lower the Jeep to the ground and take it for a test drive. If everything works correctly and there are no coolant leaks, congratulate yourself for having performed a successful repair and saving money at the same time.